Yeah, marriage is about knowing when it's worth sticking your ground. My one time I was sitting in the grocery store. It was like 9 or 10 at night, and this was before we had a water filter on the sink. And there's certain times of year our water doesn't taste good, and so we used to drink a lot of bottled water during that time. We'd buy like the big jugs, and I would buy the store brand. So this is in response to Brian's comment. And so I would I would buy the store brand of bottled water because bottled water is very poorly regulated in the U.S. and so I just don't find it's really worth spending the money. My wife drank Smart Water at the time, and Smart Water is a very expensive unit price. And so I was sitting in line at the grocery store. I needed nothing else but water, and so in my cart I had two big pallets of Smart Water and I had multiple gallons of store brand water. And so I just had a whole cart full of water. And this is well before COVID, so nobody thought I was like stockpiling or anything. And I'm sitting in line behind an older gentleman, and behind me's another guy, probably about my age. And the guy behind me, there's nothing said. It's 10 at night. Nobody wants to be at the grocery store. The people working at the grocery store don't want to be at the grocery store. And the guy behind me goes, "Thirsty?" I don't really want to be at the grocery store right now. And I turn around and I go, "Yeah." Like what does he want me to say? Like, yes, I'm going to drink 40 gallons of water right now. Like, screw you, dude. Yeah. So I turned back around. And that didn't get the response he wanted. So he said, "So why the two different kinds of water?" I said, "Well, my wife drinks Smart Water." He said, "Well, then why don't you only get Smart Water?" I think Smart Water is a waste of money. It's a unit price that is not worth paying for the fact that bottled water really doesn't guarantee specific quality. So I drink store brand water and she drinks Smart Water. And he said, "Well, if you're the one here, why don't you just make her drink store brand water?" I said, "There are a lot of things in life that I'm going to have an opinion on. While I personally won't pay that much in a unit price for a gallon of water, the brand of bottled water that we each drink is not the hill I want to die on." And at this point, the old man in front of me, who has not even turned around and said, "Son, you're going to be married a long time." There are just not always hills. It's just not that big of a deal. Like, it's fine. I, it's fine. And it helped us track to make sure we were both drinking enough water because I buy about the same quantity of both water.